football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers' offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Tennessee's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most...
There he goes! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down at 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hard running there. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man.
He'll take a shot.
time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Snagged out of the air.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the RPO, complete. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big run.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fareed. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slithers into space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I love the play call defensively. Third down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend
on. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
So now it's second and long. He'll pull it on the read. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward,
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Brooks. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? now here, 2nd and long. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now they take the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And they'll try a field goal to try to surge on top before the break. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And it's no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Catch in the middle, it's Hubbard. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes a catch. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Vols have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Volunteers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
That's that's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes the grab on the left. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fareed. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Fareed. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Wants to go up top. He's got it for the 2.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for 2, when not to go for 2. Smart decision. Second half, being up by 1 doesn't help you. Getting that 2-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets him to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Vols will punt this one away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Got a man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Auburn Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. That's it, fly. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the back. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's the handoff. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants a big play here late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about him.
Wide open spaces. At the 20. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. Working that left side now. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds it back in the middle. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.